I love Power Rangers. It's a simple yet amazing concept. A group of people from different backgrounds chosen to be heroes and given powers to save the world and the universe from literally anything. Aliens, demons, witches, ninjas, robots, mutants. There are hundreds of Rangers, many different teams. Every season has a different theme and Rangers have different powers. Some Rangers are tech powered, some have magic, some have both. They all have giant robots and some can become the giant robots. Power Rangers has an expansive lore that can rival Marvel and DC Comics. But Power Rangers is widely disrespected. It's campy and cheesy, and for some people, that's a bad thing. It's also an adaptation of the long-running Japanese show Super Sentai, and some people look down on it for being an inferior version. But I feel that Power Rangers gets the most disrespect from the people that own it. Objectively, the seasons that came after RPM have mostly sucked. Even the ones that weren't awful or decent at best. Yeah, since 2011, Power Rangers has been mid to straight garbage. The reason? The executives put Power Rangers in a box and decided that it cannot grow beyond what they deem appropriate for it. Power Rangers is a kid show and therefore it must be dumb as hell according to these people. Dialogue must sound like it was written for a 2-year-old. No storylines can be developed throughout the season because they think kids don't have good attention spans. The fight choreography started to suck and that's Power Rangers' main thing. But yeah, it can't be too violent for the kids, right? Rangers in relationships cannot kiss. No kissing allowed in Power Rangers. Imagine if in a Superman movie it was mandated that Superman and Lois cannot kiss. You see how stupid this is? Now Power Rangers has always been censored and held back in what it's allowed to do. This didn't just start in 2011. It has notoriously shied away from human death. Rarely does it happen, and even when it does, rarely do they use the words like death and died. Sky's dad dying in SPD was the most egregious example to me. They bent over backwards not to say his daddy was dead. They couldn't even use the usual words like destroyed or lost or annihilated. However, Power Rangers' quality and censorship got worse once Disney sold the franchise. Which is crazy to think about. Disney did less censorship. Disney! The Mouse, who also toned down fight scenes and was changing the color of fire and explosions in their seasons and adding sparkles to them. So this is the part of the video where I was going to be a little more positive because we still had the Power Ranger reboot show on Disney Plus to look forward to. Well, that's been canceled now. I'll probably be dead before we finally get a reboot. And apparently the powers that be canceled it because they felt it was too expensive. Of course it's expensive. How is this new information? The real reason they canceled it is because they don't believe in it. You didn't think it would be successful. You didn't think you would get a return on your investment. You had no faith in your creative team or your product, so you wasted everybody's time. Thanks. Honestly, at this point, I'm okay with Power Rangers not getting a reboot. The show had 30 seasons. How many shows get 30 seasons? I can just go back and rewatch my favorite seasons until the end of time. I'm just in my emotions right now, and a lot of Power Ranger fans are, but honestly, the show has only been canceled for 3 years. I mean, if it's been a decade and we still can't get a show off the ground, then we should really be upset, but 3 years is not that long in the grand scheme of things, so I'm gonna try to calm down. Hasbro, if you really want to reboot Power Rangers and you want it to be successful, you need to give Power Rangers a cool factor. Just have the Rangers do a lot of cool shit and you're good. The coolest Power Rangers has been in recent memory was during the Fortnite collab. That was cool and camp at the same time. The posing, the explosions, the power blasters, the fighting, the Red Ranger pulling out a freaking Gatling firearm. That sealed the deal, baby. Not one Power Ranger season before it would have had a Ranger pull out a weapon like that. A new reboot cannot be afraid to do things like that. Get the action back on track. Be more violent with the punches and kicks. Tell actual storylines that develop throughout the entire season. Write smart and witty dialogue. Take notes from Donna Thunder, SPD, and RPM, please. Have the Rangers bleed and get hurt. Have them lose loved ones. Have a Ranger die. Have the Rangers grieve. You can do all of this and still have jokes and camp. It's called having a balance. The best seasons of Power Rangers had balance. Stop putting Power Rangers in a box if you still want it to be viable. And remember that there are more seasons than just Mighty Morphin. Stop being cheap. Please act like you care about the franchise you own. And if live action is too expensive, animate it. If you have comic books for Power Rangers, why is animation out of the question? That's all I have to say. I love you, Power Rangers. Whether you get a reboot show or not, I love you and I will always be a fan. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't be hard-headed, help a brother out. Now I need to get back to editing this damn Wild Force video. See y'all later. John Mata.